From the WLRN newsroom, I'm Natu Twe. Last year, animal shelters all across South Florida experienced overcrowding. They were receiving too many pets, and not enough of them were being adopted. Doug Brightwell is the director of Broward County Animal Care. He said last year the overflow of dogs made it difficult to provide them with medical treatment or rehabilitation. I recently spoke with Brightwell to follow up on the shelter status a year later.
Well, we're still, like everybody else in the country, we are still seeing a higher than we would like intake of dogs and cats that we have to take in and provide services for. We worked very hard on our programs and our processes internally this year to improve how we do some of the things and the outreach and the teamwork, because I'm pretty proud of the team this year. We increased our return to owner rate of lost pets getting back to their original families. We've got that rate up to over 17% for the year for dogs. And we've increased substantially the number of dogs and cats going out to rescue and transfer partners this year, because we kind of focused on those two areas through our intake and alternative placement teams, because you've got to get the animals flowing out as they're flowing in, or you just stagnate. We lowered our length of stay for dogs by over 10 days this past year. Our dogs are staying with us over a month, and now they're staying with us on average about 20 and a half days.
Last time we spoke, I remember it was reported that some dogs in the shelter for over 200 days. I believe one dog was there for over 300 days. So to see that.
We had one dog that stayed with us almost 2 years.
Wow.
And he's now living in a home in Ohio.
Right. And another area of improvement, the recent data showing the shelter shows your live release rate, right? The number of animals who leave the shelter safely rose to 82.79%. Why is it important to have it be a high number for a shelter?
We strive to have our live release rate as high as possible, but we don't make decisions based on a number or a goal. We make the decisions based on each individual animal and what is appropriate for that animal as far as their health and their behavior and their safety and their medical prognosis and their medical outcome. So we work very hard with our medical team and all the other teams we've already talked about to try to get the live release rate numbers up, and we want them to progress higher each year.
How can the community continue to stay involved or get involved to help keep the shelter operating as well as it has?
Well, the community has been very supportive of us this year and very welcoming and very engaged with us. Our adoption rates are higher. We also have seen an increase in folks fostering our animals days and weeks. We've also seen an increase in our Broward Buddies program, which is like the day out program for dogs, where you can come in and take a dog out just for the day to spend time with it, help it get more socialized, give it a break from the shelter for the day. So we've seen a dramatic increase in our Broward Buddies program, as well as our traditional fostering. We've had an increase in volunteers coming in and doing hands-on work, both individuals and work groups. We've had a number of new work groups come in and do day volunteer programs with us, both county departments and non-county departments.
What are the next steps, right, or goals you have for Broward County Animal Care and the shelter going into 2026?
Well, for 2026, we obviously are going to continue to try to increase our adoption rates. We're going to try to increase our rescue transfer rates. We want to see more volunteers coming in the doors. We want to see more Broward Buddies dogs going out. We're starting construction to build another play yard for our dogs here on the property. We're expanding our dog surgical recovery area through expansion of the medical area this year. So we've got room for more dogs to have surgery each day.
3,894 pets were adopted at the shelter between October 1st, 2024 and September 30th, 2025, an increase of more than 160 animals compared to last year. Another 568 pets were reunited with their owners, a huge jump of about 31%. To learn more about volunteer opportunities and services available at Broward County Animal Care, visit broward.org/animal. For WLRN News, I'm Natu Twe in Miami.